Everybody feels sorry for me, right? Pray for me.
Fuel to the top. In my thoughts obsession, I will not stop, no I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm facing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see this place like I'm to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way. I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
Both very bad dudes. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Dog Pound. I'm M-Dog, and I want to thank all of you for choosing to be right here, right now, with me, and I appreciate all of you, and I'm grateful for your support. I got a pretty cool video planned for you guys today. But before we get started, if you'd be so kind and smash that like button, share this video with a like-minded, freedom-loving friend or two, and then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new content that gets uploaded to the channel. You guys help us out tremendously just by doing those couple of things. All of us that have Pro 2A channels really need your help to keep our content moving and being visible to other like-minded patriots who share our passion and of course, our love for our freedom. So, when you like our videos and drop a comment, you are letting us know that you love your rights and our Second Amendment, and guess what? We are all very unapologetic about that. You can also follow me over on Truth Social, Facebook, X, or formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon at the Dog Pound with M-Dog, and I'm now posting videos over on Rumble at Dog Pound with M-Dog. That's all one word, and it's spelled just like you see it right here, right there, at the bottom of your screen. And if you'd like to help us out, because we are a self-funded channel, you can do so by becoming a member of our Dog Pound family by clicking on that beautiful membership button. If you do that, you receive discounts on all Dog Pound merchandise, and you'll be listed as a supporter in the credits of all of our videos. You can also help us out by grabbing one or two of these very cool Dog Pound t-shirts. Now, let's get started. Today, we are doing another comparison video. Honestly, I thought I did this comparison video last summer, but after going back and checking, I realized that I had planned to do it, but it got put on the back burner for whatever reason, and I guess it just slipped my mind, which isn't a shock to anyone who knows me. But I'm going to finally do this video and do a side-by-side comparison of the Smith Wesson SD40VE and the Smith Wesson M&P 1.0. Both of these dudes are chambered in one of my all-time favorite pistol calibers, the .40 caliber Smith & Wesson. and these are some just awesome guns. But as you can see, both guns are clear, nothing in the mag wells. All of our weapons are spot checked prior to each and every video to make sure everyone stays safe here on the set. So we're good. I've always really enjoyed Smith & Wesson handguns, and I have quite a few in my collection that I have acquired over the last 40 years of collecting firearms. And as for a 40 cal goes, these two are among my favorites. I have done a few videos on both of these pistols, including the first shots fired reviews, and then I did the 300 round follow-up reviews on them where I was doing some target shooting out at 50 yards just to see if I could still hit the target consistently from that distance. You have to remember, old age starts to play tricks with your eyesight, and I haven't been the kindest to my eyes over the years. So it's always good to push your boundaries a bit out here on the range, and when you shoot from further distances, it makes your close range shooting seem super easy. You'd likely never have to shoot from that distance in a self-defense situation, but it's good to know your limitations, and never say never. Both of these pistols are more than capable of being accurate from beyond 50 yards, but for this comparison video, all the shooting that I do today will be within 25 yards. Before I get too far ahead of myself, let's take a minute to check out the side-by-side specs on the Smith & Wesson SD40VE and the M&P 1.0, both chambered in the mighty 40 Smith & Wesson caliber. Because I've done previous videos on both of these pistols, I'm not going to get into the history of the SD40VE or the M&P line of handguns, but if you would like to see more about that, please go back and check out those earlier videos. I will post the links to those videos down in the description of this video. And I'm not an expert on these, but I've got a lot of experience with them and a lot of time in behind the triggers. The SD40VE is a polymer-framed, striker-fired pistol that was introduced in 2012. The SD40VE design has a self-defense double-action trigger and a comfortable ergonomic textured grip. The trigger system prevents the gun from discharging unless the trigger is fully depressed, even if the shooter drops the pistol. The overall length on the SD40VE is 7.2 inches, the height is 5.5 inches, the unloaded weight is 22.6 ounces, and the width is 1.29 inches. The SD40VE has a 4-inch stainless steel barrel, and it comes with two 14-round magazines. And as of today, the current MSRP on the SD40VE is roughly $406. The M&P 1.0 features many design improvements over their lower cost Sigma series pistols. It is a polymer frame striker fired pistol that was introduced in 2006, and it was produced up until 2020. The M&P 1.0 has an improved single action trigger with a passive trigger safety. It has an improved grip with textured interchangeable palm swells, scalloped slide serrations, or like some people like to call them fish scales serrations, a Zytel polymer frame that is reinforced with a stainless steel chassis and an accessory rail. The overall length of the M&P 1.0 is 7.5 inches, the height is 5.5 inches, the unloaded weight is 27.45 ounces, and the width is 1.2 inches. It has a 4¼ inch stainless steel barrel with a black melanite finish. This particular gun came with 3 15-round magazines, and as of today, the MSRP is right around $460. But that will depend on your location and the availability. Both of these pistols are very nice and for the most part very affordable, which is one of the many reasons that both of these handguns remain very popular options for shooters who are looking for a reliable personal carry or home defense pistol. And I'm looking forward to getting these dudes out on the range again. The ammunition that I'm going to be shooting in both of these guns today is the 180 grain round nose flat point, or RNFP, from LAX Ammunition. I've used this ammo on almost all of my 40 caliber handguns, and it's always performed extremely well, and it prints very nicely on those paper targets. This is described as a general purpose ammo that travels around 950 feet per second. LAX is a part of the Freedom Munitions family, and if you're looking for some great ammo, they will likely have whatever you need. And here's one of those in case you didn't know things. The 40 Smith & Wesson, or 10x22mm, is a rimless pistol cartridge developed jointly by Smith & Wesson and Winchester. The 40 Smith & Wesson was developed from the ground up as a law enforcement cartridge designed to duplicate performance of the FBI's reduced velocity 10mm cartridge, which could be retrofitted into medium frame 9mm sized automatic handguns. And I'm not going to charge you guys for that bit of ballistics history today. I've got the mags already loaded up and ready to go. The splatterburst targets we have set up downrange are starting to get lonely, but we're about to fix that. So let's go have some fun, and I'll see y'all back here in a bit for my final thoughts. Let's roll. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a beautiful day out here on the range. We finally got blessed with some great weather, good temperatures, a little warm, but man, it's nice and sunny, and it's just a beautiful evening. A great day to be out here on the range. A great day to be alive, and even better to knowing that you guys are here with us to enjoy this time out here on the range. So thank you for being here. We're out here today to do this comparison video, and we're going to start off with the SD40VE. Put some rounds on the target, see what we got, and we'll go from there. But up until now, both of these guns that we're doing today, that we're shooting today, have performed outstanding. So sit back, hope you enjoy it. Let's have some fun. I will tell you, the trigger pull on the SD40VE is a little bit to get used to. It's that long pull. And if you're just not used to it, if you're used to them very lightweight triggers, them aftermarket triggers, this will give you a little run for your money at first, but it's just getting used to it. Shoots really nice, the recoil's good, and as always, I don't have any complaints with the way the gun performs. It performs fantastic. Alright, so now we have the M&P 1.0 loaded with the same ammo, and let's have some fun. All right, that's much better. The trigger on the M&P 1.0, even though it's the earlier M&P, the trigger is so much better than the SD40VE. So that's one of the reasons why I prefer the makeup and design of the M&P over the SD40. However, whatever works best for you, go with it. They're both very reliable, fun to shoot, and the recoil is very manageable. So you won't have any issues with that. We are still at 12 yards and going back with the SD40VE. Now we've got the M&P 1.0 back out. Like I said, the trigger on this is night and day. You can double tap with that SD40VE, but it's so much easier to do it with the M&P, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to finish this one off with the last 14 rounds for the SD40VE. And I think, as you guys can see, the gun's very reliable. We don't have any malfunctions. I mean, watch, I said that, now something will happen, my luck. But either way, 400 plus rounds, almost 500 rounds now, and I would say we've not had any issues whatsoever. Accuracy issues, that's on me. Like I said, it's just a matter of getting used to the trigger. It takes a lot of practice, and once you get used to it, it's no big deal. So I'm used to them real light baby triggers, you know, the ones that spoil us. This one here don't spoil you too much. You got to actually work for it with this one. So we're going to finish it off and see what kind of grouping that we can leave on the target on our way out the door. It's smooth. Oh, look. Ain't that something? I said something. Look what happened. I probably hit something by accident. It was the last round. So, could have been a magazine spring. I mean, it is an old spring. But, what do they say? Never say never. You just saw it in live action. One failure to feed. Last 15 rounds with the M&P. And like I said, this just feels to me much better in my hand. Has a lot to do with the interchangeable back straps on these, them palm swells. The grip texture itself is kind of similar to the SD40. It's just, you know, the M&P for me is, plus it's something I used to carry when I was in law enforcement. So it's familiarity. So familiar, I can't even say it now. Anyway, anything that you're familiar with. How about that? just like that, the party is over. Time flies when you're having fun. Ain't that right, Tammy?
I wouldn't know. I wasn't to the party until late.
Why are you yelling?
Oh, sorry. My bad. Wasn't sure you could hear me.
Everybody can hear you.
I don't know.
All the rangers down there can hear you.
Can they?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, calm down. You need to calm down. Your anxiety is going up.
I ain't got no anxiety. I'm good.
Guys, we want to thank you all so much for tuning in, being right here with us today as we do this pretty cool comparison with the SD40VE and the M&P 1.0. Just a lot of fun out here on the range to shoot. They make great carry guns, personal defense, home defense, any kind of defense. You can paint defense with them for as far as that goes. Just great guns. So thank you all for being here. We love you. If you don't mind, smash that like button because we truly appreciate it and we need all the help we can get. We love you. Until next time, Smith & Wesson SD40VE M&P 1.0. Both very bad dudes. See you at the kennels for my final thoughts. Welcome back to the kennel. So my final thoughts on the side-by-side comparison of the Smith & Wesson SD40VE and the Smith & Wesson M&P 1.0, both chambered in one of my favorite pistol calibers, the 40 Smith & Wesson. And these are some bad dudes. What can I say? Because of the popularity of both of these pistols, some shooters love them while others love to criticize them. I thought this would be a fun video to do where we could see them side by side and showed that both are accurate and very reliable options if you're in the market for a pistol chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson but won't break the bank account. I'm doing my part to make sure you get a quality handgun while also making sure that you remain happily married and out of the doghouse, even though that's where I reside. Both of these handguns are still fairly available on the market if you know where to look for them. And between the two, I personally prefer the ergonomics of the M&P line of pistols. They are both accurate and comfortable to shoot, and pretty much any size shooter should be able to handle either without any issues. I highly recommend both of these guns, especially if you enjoy the 40 Smith & Wesson round. As with every firearm, I can only give you guys my opinion. Make sure you do your own research and go put your hands on one at your local gun store. If possible, rent one at a range and get some time in behind the trigger. It's just like test driving a car. This way you will remove any doubt and you'll know for sure if it's right for you. Going through the purchasing process is all part of the fun, so make sure you take the time and you enjoy it. Please don't forget to smash that like button on this video, and if you enjoy the content that you see here on our channel, it helps us a lot if you also hit that subscribe button. You can also unsubscribe later on if you suddenly have a change of heart. Even if you don't want to subscribe to our channel, please make sure you are subscribed to your favorite Pro 2A channels. All of us are working very hard to keep this type of content alive and well here on this platform, but we need your help to get our content out so it can be seen by all who share our passion. So, from all of us here at the Dog Pound, thank you in advance for caring enough to do so. I'd like to thank the following businesses for all the help and support they've given to the channel: STEELE'S Gun Shop, Splatterburst Targets, BALLISTOL, TIMBERTRAIL e-bikes, and the Scent Stopper. We couldn't do this without the support from those great companies. Be sure to check them out when you get the time to do so. All of their information will be included down in the description of this video. And as always, my fellow freedom seed slinging friends, spend time with those loved ones, the ones that mean the most to you. Time spent with them is always time well spent. Shoot straight, shoot often, stay safe, and most importantly, God bless you and yours. I'm M Dog, and I'll see y'all next time on the Dog Pound. Smith & Wesson SD40VE, Smith & Wesson M&P 1.0, both chambered in the mighty 40 cal. And because of that, these are some very bad dudes. And we gone. Boom!